Oh yeah, man. I told you, bro. Yo. Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh yeah, man. I told you, bro. Told y'all, man. Hey, yo, I see you on the Switch too, man. I was about to send you a game chat, but I just been so busy. He said I saw the retro. What's it? Retro area. It was nice to see that. Yeah, some of the ones are not too bad, but some of them are really awful. Like they have like a bunch of old, like $2 or $3 games and stuff. Nothing really too crazy. I do think once they have good stuff, it gets bought up really quickly though. With the GameStop retro areas, you know. Oh, what the? Yo, I just came in. Oh, is that an actual player shooting me? Oh, it is. It is. It is. It is. Oh, it is an actual player. Hold on. What the hell? Yeah, that was an actual player. I thought it was a bot. I was like, yo, is that a bot? But then I realized, I'm like, they don't move like that. You know? Oh, you don't have any? Like very many in your areas? Yeah, it's good. It's good to see it. You know, I think GameStop jumped on it a little too late. You know? I'd go as far to say that GameStop should try to work something with limited run. But I just think limited run, it just takes a long, long time in regards to manufacturing games. I mean, I got Fighting Force and I'm still waiting on it. The production. It's crazy. I did get the Gex trilogy though. It's ridiculous how long they make people wait to get physical games. I mean, at that point, you might as well just buy it digital. I end up buying it digital. Yeah, that game does look good. You know? It's like limited run. They take so long. Yeah, get it up. Yeah, buy it now before it's a little too late because these things, they're going to go up in value. And then when you try to go get it for yourself, it's going to be too late. I mean, 360 and PS3 games, they didn't print out a lot of those copies either, especially in good condition, time, awareness. People ain't really taking care of their stuff. So, you know, even games didn't really sell that much back then besides the popular stuff. And those things are going to be very sought off after. So I recommend people go get those retro games now if they want to have some form of a video game collection in their home. At least. Yeah, I've seen it a long time ago. I used to laugh at it. Yeah, I remember that show. Yeah, Beyond Scared Straight. Yeah, I remember that show. That show was pretty funny. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I used to laugh on those shows. Yeah, man, Marlon, he's losing it over Sigs, man. I don't know what that dude's gonna do. You know, he looking real desperate. I don't know. Oh, hold on, we got a score. Oh, Marlon, you know. Yeah, he's crashing out, Marlon. I don't know. I don't know why he's getting to him. I think what it is because his old audience likes Sigs, and he just doesn't know what to do about that. You know? Nice. So you got a PS5. That's what's up. Yeah, like too much though, especially over trivial stuff. You know? Like, you know, I be getting sometimes dealt with that too, but I think I do a good job at dealing with them. You know what I mean? A lot of the times they just be saying ridiculousness. I be challenging them though too. I'll be like, yo, what? When they be trying to act like a fanboy, I'm like, yo, what? And they always leave unsatisfied, you know, most of the time. I think because I challenged them, and also too, they try to, you know, you heard Xbox going back. Yeah, I mean, I did hear about that. Now, mind you, I don't think it's a good idea for Xbox to go to the exclusive route, because I think this is what's actually keeping them around. I think this is actually very beneficial to them, but I think what Microsoft might potentially be planning is on, well, when that time comes, I don't think they're going to do it right away. I think what they're going to do, they're going to wait to see how the Xbox Helix sells, and then they're going to pull the games out. Not like pull the games they put already, but they're going to just pull the games out, and they're not going to put games on PlayStation. Once if that Helix is as successful as, like, let's say the Xbox 360, yeah, Microsoft's pulling those games out. Because all Microsoft's trying to do is get those hardware sales up. You talk about Asha, right? That's all they're trying to do is get the hardware sales up, let everybody know that this is the best place for third party, free online, and then we're just going to pull the games away, and Sony's done. Ain't nothing Sony can do. PlayStation Plus is not appealing. Nobody's going to pay for that. People going to be looking at it like, hold on, why am I paying for Call of Duty on PlayStation when I could get it for cheaper on Xbox with free online multiplayer? They're going to automatically shift to the Xbox. So Microsoft is in a very good position. So, very good position. Sony is not in a good position like people think. Oh yeah, it's gonna be digital. I know. From what I'm hearing, there's not even gonna be a disk drive, but unfortunately, it's something with us big console gamers gotta accept now, especially with the PS5 and Xbox. But I'm not a huge fan of it though. Like I said, I just hope Game Pass is reduced, and hopefully with the way they're outputting the games, yeah, it's serviceable. You know what I mean? It'll be a PC in a way, and I can still access good old games digitally. So I mean, it's like what they call Officer is really. Oh yeah, Officer Tatum. I know. Yeah, they're all going digital. All of them are going digital. It's done. You know, it's just the reason why I want to support Microsoft with digital, because I feel like they're not going to go anywhere. Unlike Nintendo and Sony, where it's like once the console ceases to exist, I think that's going to be all your purchases. I'd rather have what Microsoft's doing, because at least with me, if Microsoft say, yo, we done with the console brand, this is it, but all your stuff gets carried to PC, then I'll be like, oh, so I don't lose access to all the things that I bought. Yeah, I heard Sneeko, he got sneaked. Yeah, I did hear about that. He got sucker punched. You know? So that's why I'm actually looking forward to it. About Fair Game. Oh yeah, Fair Games? Yeah, they need to cancel that, bro. After Marathon, I don't even know why Sony's even doing it. Sony is not in a good position. Sony is not in a good position, and if Sony really thinks they want to see themselves pulling through from this, well, I don't know. I really don't know what they can do. Nobody cares for their games. That's a kick to the nuts for Sony. Their live service games suck. Exactly. I mean, yeah, they got a few exclusives, but that's not enough to weigh down the behemoth of Xbox third-party games that they have. I would assume that most consumers care about Xbox games than PlayStation titles. PlayStation, besides being a piece of hardware, is really nothing. It has nothing that makes it stand out, and I think Microsoft knows that. So they're like, all right, just put the games on there, right? Because once we decide to come up with this Helix, them PS5 owners are going to want to switch over. And I don't know, they say that, Hill, but remember, these are the same ponies that went from PS2 to 360. So let's not forget that, though. I know these ponies are stubborn. They are. They're very stubborn, and they want to play on PlayStation for the rest of their life. But I don't think they're stupid. I think if Microsoft comes out the way that I would assume they would do it, then I think Microsoft is going to be the clear winner going in next gen. Because Sony's not going to have nothing that's going to stand out. You know what I mean? Sony's not going to have nothing. They're going to be like, oh, but we got the Wolverine. But one, those games take like 5-6 years to make. Microsoft's pumping out the most games. If the Xbox PC has free online multiplayer, people are going to gravitate towards that platform over the PS6. And PlayStation is going to be left with nothing. You know what I mean? Because these are the same dudes that jump from PS2. Remember, one of the most successful. Let's not forget. Yo, I'm calling it right now, Hill. He's like, true that. I'm calling it right now. Never say never, right? And I'm going to explain why. Because PS2 was one of the most successful PlayStation consoles of all time. They jumped to 360. PS5 is one of PlayStation's most successful consoles. They gonna jump right back to Xbox. They're gonna jump right back to Xbox. Every time Sony is popular, Microsoft comes in and takes over. You know what I'm saying? And I see it coming. With this open platform, Steam, good old games, all these launchers, what can Sony do? Because that's all Microsoft got to do. They're going to be like, yo, I mean, yeah, Call of Duty over here or Call of Duty over there. Why am I paying PlayStation Plus when I could just buy the game or play it through Game Pass to have access to other games for $20 a month? Why am I paying for PlayStation Plus? The ponies are going to see that. They're going to be like, hold on. I think I want to get the Xbox Helix. I think initially when the PlayStation 6 come out, it's going to do well. But I think we're going to start seeing it like the Switch too. I think the engagement is going to slowly start depleting. And people are going to start seeing what the Helix is about. And I think they're going to prefer it. They're going to be like, yeah, I like this consoleized freedom. I think they're honestly going to prefer it. Yeah, Game Pass Ultimate at 32 is going to be a tough sell though. So, like I said, that definitely has to be alleviated, because if Game Pass is still stuck at $30 to $32, then yeah, that's definitely going to make it harder for Microsoft. If Microsoft, like I will say, will Sony subsidize the hardware $200 less? There's going to have to be something bold, because if you charge $1,200 for an Xbox Helix and $1,200 for a PlayStation 6, nobody's going to want the PlayStation 6. Sony's going to have some form of incentive to trap their audience into getting back into their ecosystem. Xbox already knows Game Pass. They know. And if they reduce it to the $20, it's done. You're going to get the best value in gaming. You're going to get all these third-party games. People going to say, but it ain't exclusive. It don't matter. Oh, here we go. I got you. I'm going to answer that in a minute, because you clearly don't know what's going on. Alright, hold on. Oh. Alright, let's see. And where are you benefiting from this? Because all you guys do is talk about hardware sales. Where are you actually benefiting? Hold on. I was actually going to respond to that, but this fool's right here. Hold on. Alright, let me look at the comment real quick. Hold on. So he says... Where's this comment? 100 million interested gamers in your product. In your product equals dead. Y'all. GTA 6 will sell another 20 million units. Yeah, nobody's refuting that. Nobody knows that. We all know that GTA is going to push the envelope. But I'm saying, what is PlayStation doing? Explain to me what PlayStation is going to do. Because right now, all we see is copium. PlayStation has nothing. That nobody wants to play your games. Nobody wants to play your exclusives. What is PlayStation going to do to shift the market towards the PS6? You're saying third party. Yeah, we get that. But Xbox is having the same third party. And better. With services, with possibly free online. with freedom, with Steam, with good old games. These are things to be excited about for the next Xbox platform. What is there to be excited about for the PS6? You guys have nothing. What is there to be excited about for the PS6? Cross-gen games? Intergalactic PS5, PS6 version? I mean, you gotta ask yourself, what looks more appealing? Yeah, but physical media is dying for everybody. That's like Dustin said. We all gonna agree with that. Physical media is dying for everybody. I'm not even gonna argue that. Physical media is dead. Bruh, ain't nobody care about that, bruh. Bro, you telling me that you waited 10 years for Wolverine. Wolverine's coming out in 2026. It's coming out this year. I mean, the Switch 2 is doing well. You're right. I feel like the PS5 sales have definitely slowed down a bit, but I think GTA 6 will bring it right back. Oh, okay. I thought that's what you said, though. Yeah, it is X-Men. Yeah, it's within the the X-Men universe. Your games are just not important, man. This is what I try to tell you. I mean, yeah, Nintendo, they're doing well for right now. You know what I mean? Surprisingly. They don't have the games. Luckily, people buy into it. Art key disc. Okay, and every Resident Evil Pragmata Torque, all these games. And neither on Xbox. What are you talking about? Those same games that are on the CD on PS5 are also on the CD on Xbox. What are you talking about? I don't think Resident Evil... Hold on, what the... Yeah, I think we got an abusive mod here. That don't make no sense. How the car just blew up like that. I think we got a admin abusing or something, because that was very weird. Yeah, because I'm in a private server, so I've never seen that. That's crazy. It's like somebody just chose to blow up my car. Like, what? Man, they admin abusing on this server? Yeah, Pragmata looks pretty good though, but I think I'll wait for a sale on it. That's for sure. I'll definitely wait for a sale on that. Bro, how old is for you to know, conservative, that you don't exist no more? Your target demographic does not exist. How old are you to not know this? You don't exist in gaming, bro. You are literally a breadcrumb. I'm just saying, conservative, your mindset is literally a breadcrumb. I mean, I hate to be honest like this. You are a dinosaur. I'm just saying. Nobody's thinking about, none of these Fortnite gamers. I know. Still on the game key. Yeah, Capcom is doing a huge disservice to Nintendo. I'm actually kind of pissed about that. Low key. Nobody's buying PlayStation discs, because if they were buying them, they wouldn't be closing down GameStop, would they? They actually out here closing they closed 400 GameStops the start of this year. And that's not because you ponies was buying games. Y'all ain't buying games. Y'all ain't even buying your own games. They ain't nobody care about physical media, bro, and you know it. Stop the cap, bro. Even Nintendo come on, even Dustin knows this, bro. Even Dustin is smart enough to say that, I mean, this man really talking about physical media, bro. Bro, my Walmart and Target, they literally, I swear, they shrunk the PlayStation sections. There's millions of collectors. Yeah, right. If there were a million collectors, then how come some of these games can't even sell a million sales? You're a niche audience, bro. You don't exist. No, it's more than just Blue Point. People are not buying games like you think, bro. They're not. Yeah, there's some solid choices. I wish we had a little bit more though, but yeah, there's some solid games. For right now, that is. I definitely want to try out the Pragmata game, but I'll probably get that on a pretty big discount. Lots of collectors on Nintendo. What collectors of what? Game keys, bro? There's a lot of Nintendo. What are you talking about? Game keys, bro? You worse than Dustin. You worse than Dustin. What the hell are you talking about? There's a lot of physical collectors on Switch too. What the? On what? Bro, the 90%, yo, 99% of the catalog of Switch 2 games is a game key card. What is this guy talking about? Yo, you are a dinosaur, bro. Like, oh no, Alex said, you're playing Ugg Slop. Ugg Slop. That's what he's on, Ugg Slop. They are Switch 1 collectors and they aren't happy with Switch 2 games. Yeah, I know that. I'm not disagreeing with that. You guys are moronic. Yo, this guy. You guys are moronic. Conservative, listen, man. Physical media is dead. It's dead, bro. It's absolutely dead. How are you still fighting in this war, bro? Forget about Xbox. Let's talk about physical media. Oh my goodness. Yo, Conservative, did you buy Marathon? Did you the game keys though? Did you buy Marathon? I know you didn't, Conservative. I know you didn't. Matter of fact, that game sold better on PC, which is all digital, than your own damn platform. Did you buy Marathon? You guys keep telling people PlayStation is so much better, but yet you give no reasons. Yeah, that Yoshi game looked good, dog. I don't know how much it is. It does look kind of good. I ain't gonna front. I don't play online. Oh my goodness, bro. You don't play online? Well, guess what? 99.9% of gamers do. That's what I'm saying. You are a breadcrumb, brother. They get off my D if you don't. Bro, nobody plays single player games like that, bro. All the popular games is multiplayer. That's good. You can play free online on the Xbox Helix. You might want to get used to it. Man, you know the reason why PlayStation's doing what they doing because of gamers like you. They're telling you to stop playing these single player games. Play some multiplayer there, buddy. I'm not saying it like that, Conservative. I'm making a point. I'm saying nobody plays them like the multiplayer. You know this already. And if they do play single player, they only play the popular ones. They're not playing every single player game that comes out. You know this. He knows this. That is why PlayStation don't sell that much on PC. So few play. They're not playing these games. Yeah, they're essentially interactive movies. Yeah. Like, what is Conservative talking about? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Interact movies is cope. Nah, that is facts, bro. Yep, that's facts. That's facts. People still play Grand Theft Auto online. Nobody cares about the campaign in that game. The online is what's keeping those games alive. What is this guy talking about? Oh, wow. He got stuck in the fossil beds. I can't believe this guy. Yep. They don't want to admit the truth. That's all it is. Exactly. Talking about collection. Collection of what? Paper boxes? Plastic boxes? With no manual. I mean, they ain't even giving you a manual to sniff. What is this man talking about? Physical media, bro. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be... right. Okay, hello? Yeah, yeah, conservative. I saw that. I saw that comment. You said I played up, but free to plays? What? Free to plays? Conservative, you know that's full of crap. Free to plays. This man just said every game I play on my stream I paid for. What the hell is this man talking about? I play free to plays. What? I know he didn't just say that, dog. I know he didn't just say that. Free to plays. I'm like, yo.